What's up, Taurus? Let's see what the next 48 hours looks like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus placements. I'm hearing short and sweet. Some of you guys, you're just going to be getting straight to the point, right? You're waking up, you're doing the usual, you're going to work. Like, there's nothing really that's going to be exciting, nothing really, you know, that jumps out, at least not intuitively. I'm not picking up on that, but we'll see what the cards say here. We got the Five of Swords for the next 48. You got the Knight of Swords. You have the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo. You can also be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have the Eight of Swords. The Justice here. You could be dealing with a Libra. You got the Eight of Cups. And then you have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You could have these placements or be dealing with them. You also have the High Priestess, speaking of intuition. I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something or it's trying to guide you. There's some sort of like navigating going on here. And so it just feels like you'd be wise in the next 48 hours to really utilize your intuition. So this is like if you're wanting to go somewhere, if you're wanting to do something, if you're needing to have that conversation, or if you needed to make that decision, I feel like next 48 would probably be like a very prominent time for you to do that. With the Justice, the Eight of Cups, and the King of Wands. There's some sort of balance that needs to happen here for a lot of you guys. And again, this is like just, it feels like I said, just straight to the point, right? With the Justice, it's like you're either cutting someone out, you're cutting something off, you're walking away from a situation. This could be a work situation. Ultimately, I feel like there is this opportunity to go towards a passionate endeavor. And it feels like whatever it is that has been kind of like nudging at you, right? This could be an intuitive nudge or just something that's been bothering you. You could have been putting off, like procrastinating towards. It feels like you would benefit from actually going towards this at this time. And again, we are in Aries season now. So it feels like right now, this is about being impulsive, right? Unfortunately, you have nothing but swords. So I say that because there's no action here. There's nothing here that you guys are doing. It just feels like you're thinking, right? Which is what I was picking up with, like, to begin with, where it's like nothing really exciting is happening. Nothing's really like, you know, manifesting here in the next 48, because again, it's looking like you guys are just in your head about something, maybe like which direction you want to go in, whatnot. But again, I feel like now that we are in Aries season, going towards something that is going to allow you to create more action, more productivity, you're going to be needing to be more proactive, I guess is the best way to put that. So I feel like whatever it is you're walking away from, this could be like just walking away from procrastination and finally doing something, right? This could be walking away from like the type of job where you're sitting at a desk all day and trading that in for a job where you're on your feet all day. So there's just something here. It feels like there's just like a trade in. I'm hearing trade up. Okay, so that's what I have for that. Five of Swords, next 48, you could be dealing with some drama around you. But again, it's like you could be causing the drama. And not that you're intentionally going out and you're like looking for problems. You're not. But again, you're like, I'm not up for the games. And so it just feels like you're cutting people off before they have an opportunity to even come at you, right? So it just feels like these people, like you're leaving them in the background here. Like that person is literally like cradled up. They could be crying, they could be contemplating, who knows. But whatever that is, it just feels like you have all the power with all the swords. So again, you're like, you're kind of cutting people off. You're not letting people really kind of come at you to disrupt your peace in the next 48. It just feels like you're very blunt. And it feels like that throws a lot of people off here in the next 48 hours. And again, this could just be something like you're talking about your thoughts or you're talking about who knows what, but it's very unfiltered. So it does feel like you guys could genuinely be exercising the art of just being like quick with your tongue here. You're saying things before you're thinking about them. You have the Knight of Swords here as well. I feel like whatever obstacles are coming in the next 48, you're gonna be able to handle all this, okay? Just again, it just feels like business as usual. It's like this isn't your first rodeo. You've done this time and time again. So whatever this is, if you're dealing with the same person, if you're dealing with the same people, you're dealing with the same situations at work or in your personal or in your love life, you're like, I already know how to handle this. All right, boom. So things get done here in the next 48. It's kind of like, all right, next. Like, what's the next problem? What's the next fire that I need to put out? So you could be like putting out fires like for other people here, but again, you're doing it so that you can kind of get back to doing what you're doing, right? So you're like, all right, what do you need help with? Because I got to get back to my thing. But it's like you're getting up to do these things. So again, I just see you handling business in the next 48, not really like tolerating too much like noise in between, if that makes sense. The strength card here, a lot of you guys are focusing on your fitness right now. You could be going to the gym. I'm hearing 2-a-days, so some of you guys are going to be getting up early, going to the gym before work, and then, you know, going after work. Or maybe you're doing cardio in the morning and then you're lifting at night, something along those lines. But I do see you prioritizing your health here, your physical health more important here in the next 48. So I see you guys kind of just knocking that out. Again, you're just quick, fast, and in a hurry, right? Knight of Swords, it's like, boom, 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 let's just get this done. So that's just kind of how you are. You're like, all right, like I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to knock this out, and then I got to go do this. So you're not really putting aside anything in terms of your regular routine in the next 48. It just feels like you're like, all right, cool, we got to go, we got to hurry. So that's just kind of your attitude towards this. Also, too, you could be exercising, literally exercising, or just exercising the ability to stay quiet, to say nothing here, okay? There could be a situation that is prompting you to not really speak on the subject matter because A, you may not have all the information, or B, it just something about not shining a good light on you. So again, if you're having issues with people, I don't really see you saying much. Like I said, like these are all swords. You're thinking about something, you want to do something, you're just not going to be doing it, at least not in the next 48. I see you more so just kind of like being stuck in your head with whatever this is. And again, this is just you keeping your mouth shut. With the strength card to the 8 of Swords, you're like, I really need to figure out how I'm going to word this. Now, I know it might contradict what I was saying here in the beginning with that 5 of Swords, where you're just like not thinking, you're just saying. But there is something here in particular that, there's something here about none the wiser. It's like you know better than to speak on whatever this is. You're like, I'll shut everybody else down, right? But this is like talking to your boss. You're not going to say those things. Like, depending on what this is or who or what you're dealing with, if it's like you're paying particular attention to how you're going to say something or how you're going to do something, whereas like everything else you're like, that's whatever, that'll fall by the wayside. Okay, so it's kind of like just being honest with your friends, right? Straightforward, but being careful about what you say to your boss or like maybe a parental figure or something like that, right? But that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys in the next one.